The iPhone 17e just officially got announced by Apple, and in this video, I'm going to go over its specs, talk about the design, and so much more. Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and let's get right into it. We are talking all about the new iPhone 17e. So when it comes to the new iPhone 17e, I will say it is disappointing this year due to specifically one reason. We still have the notch. Admittingly, the notch does look good, but a lot of us was hoping, myself included, that it would be the dynamic island. However, we ended up getting the notch instead. So we do have the notch instead of the dynamic island. But this is what's new this year for the iPhone 17e. It comes in 3 new colors. You heard that right, 3 new colors, not 2 from last year. So we have black, we have white, and what you're looking at is the all-new color for this year, soft pink. Though I don't know that I would buy that color. We have an all-new color. I wish Apple would have made it product red, though, instead of soft pink, though that is still a good color anyway. We have 3 new colors. As far as the specs for this particular device, well, taking a look at the iPhone 17e, what you're looking at on the rear, if I go to this photo here, you're looking at a single megapixel f1.6 aperture, 48 megapixel rear camera. This is a new camera for the new iPhone 17e. However, if we take a look at the front of the device, you have a 12 megapixel f1.9 aperture. I thought it was going to be the 18 megapixel camera, but Apple decided to keep around the 12 megapixel camera on this particular device. So we have the 12 megapixel rear facing or the front facing camera on the new iPhone 17e, while also having the 48 megapixel camera on the iPhone 17e on the rear. But the big news this year is this right here. The new iPhone 17e officially supports MagSafe. So that's exciting that we now have MagSafe. And you should get some stunning photos out of those new cameras. For whatever reason, there's a bug in the camera when I just went into it there. But you should get some stunning photos out of the cameras on the iPhone 17e. You're not going to get ultra wide and wide camera, but you will get some stunning photos out of the new 48 megapixel camera on the new iPhone 17e, and you will get some great FaceTime calls out of the new 12 megapixel camera. It is disappointing, though, that we did not get the 18 megapixel, and it is also disappointing that we are still looking at the notch. But other than that, it is a good phone overall. Though I really wish we could have gotten Dynamic Island, though most likely we will end up getting that next year. Hopefully. As far as the storage and pricing, well, first let's start with the processor of this particular device. The new iPhone 17e features the all-new A19 processor. This is for Apple Intelligence. If we give it a second to load here, and we scroll all the way to the bottom here, it mentions Apple Intelligence. The iPhone 17e has the all-new Apple A19 processor. While Last year's model had the A18 chip. It's not really a massive step up. You are getting Apple Intelligence. However, what is changing this year is the storage. No longer do you have 128 gigabytes. That is gone this year. What you have instead is 256 gigabytes. You now have that for $599. So the price this year does not change. You also have 512 gigabytes for $799. You don't have 1 terabyte as this is a budget model. But what you do have is MagSafe. Finally, we now get MagSafe on the budget iPhone. If you want to stick MagSafe wallets or a MagSafe compatible charger, you are now able to do that. As far as when you can pre-order this particular iPhone, well, pre-order for the iPhone 17e will begin on March 4th. So on March 4th at 6 a.m. Central Time, you will be able to pre-order the iPhone 17e. It even says it on their website. So if we go to their website here, if we take a look at it here, you are now going to be able to pre-order the iPhone 17e at 6:15 a.m. Pacific Time on March 4th, 2026. And the release of the iPhone 17e, it is going to be released on March 11th, on Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. So leave a comment down below. What do you think of the all new iPhone 17e? If I have to give my honest opinion on this particular device, I love it. I love the way it looks. Though I really wish Apple could have given it the dynamic island like a lot of us were hoping for. As I know a lot of tech reviewers, myself included, I'm going to have to be honest here. It is disappointing that there is no dynamic island. While the notch, to me, does look good, a lot of us were getting hyped this year that it would finally be dynamic island, and it is still no dynamic island. But other than that, the iPhone 17e is a pretty good device. Pre-orders will go live on Wednesday, March 4th, with an expected release date on Wednesday, March 11th. So that is it for the iPhone 17e. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram, where I also posted a picture of the iPhone 17e. I also posted one on X and my YouTube community post as well. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.